Dukes, I'm Mike Straka, and this is Fox News Fight Game.
This is Fight Game. Mike Straka coming to you from Thomas & Mack for Pride 33, the second coming.
UFC 79 nemesis at Mandalay Bay Event Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, lived up to the hype. And Fight Game was there when two of the most famous light heavyweights in the world finally squared off in the octagon.
He was getting hurt, but he was able to keep fighting and coming back.
In the second, Silva rocked the Iceman and sent the 204-pounder careening to the canvas. But Chuck recovered quickly and went on to win a unanimous decision. We caught up with Chuck's last two opponents for their take on the Iceman.
Yeah, man, he looked great. It was a perfect fight for him. Vandalay stood right in front of him, and it was just let's see who goes down first. It was awesome, man. That was one of the best fights I ever saw.
I think that Chuck should have waited after he fought me. He shouldn't have fought Jardine right away. He should have waited. Now, he looked good tonight.
Fox News Fight Game. I'm Mike Straka, joined now by the welterweight UFC champion of the world, Matt Serra. Check out this belt.
Thank you. Hey, shiny. Very nice.
Long time coming, huh?
You see the diamonds in there? Very nice.
Very nice.
You predicted I was going to get this.
What'd you think of my prediction?
Oh, I loved it.
Now, around the second round, it looked like Tim was mentally beaten. Did you feel that while you were in there?
I never really felt him break. I think in the fourth and fifth, he slowed down physically, got a little more tired. The pace of the fight was pretty good.
The irony there is that when Ultimate Fighting, in its infancy, I'm talking like in 1990, that was one of the big critiques. I mean, John McCain came out and said, listen, I saw a little guy fighting a big guy, and a big guy crushed a little guy, or vice versa, whatever. The point was there were no weight classes, and that sort of hurt the sport in this country.
But I really hope who wins is Liddell. I mean, I wouldn't think I would have put a bet down on Liddell to win for $3 grand.
Fox News Fight Game has learned that Couture broke his arm blocking a kick in the third round, but you wouldn't know it when I caught up with him right after the fight.
The kicks, everybody, obviously with the head kick with Mirko, the kicks really didn't hurt me.
The card also features Andre Arlovsky and Fabrizio Verdun.
They booed me. Nobody know who the hell I had one fight in the UFC. I fight overseas, baby. I fight in Japan. Wakata Muscat. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bilingual brother.
We're going to walk before we can run, and so we're going to work our way through, learn things, get better and better and better.
Team boss Matt Lindland is in Russia, where he's fighting Fedor Emelianenko, and that fight's available on pay-per-view Saturday night. I'm Mike Straka with breaking news in the world of mixed martial arts. Randy the Natural Couture, the #1 fighter in UFC and the current heavyweight champ, has resigned. Couture adds, quote, I'm tired of swimming upstream at this stage with the management of the UFC. What do you think about boxing promoter Cedric Kushner and others, Gary Shaw, getting into MMA?
I think it's horrible. I think those are all the people that have helped kill the sport of boxing, and now they're slithering their way over into MMA.
Now, he's happy for one or two reasons. Either happy that he's going to fight me next, or he's happy that George took a beating. So either way, he's an ass.
You are martial artists. That means you should conduct yourselves in a respectful manner at all times. Dana White banned Babalu from UFC for life after he refused to release a chokehold on someone who had already tapped in order to teach him a lesson. Come on, Babalu. We're joined by legendary Chuck Liddell. Chuck, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
What do you think about Saturday night, man? Quentin says that the only thing he's impressed with you is your mohawk. What do you got to say about that?
Hey, he'll be impressed with me when I'm hitting him. So.
Now look, I'll admit I'm no Max Kellerman when it comes to boxing, but as a fan of the Fight Game, boxing hasn't done it for me since Mike Tyson. You show a lot of class, and a lot of people respect that about you. Do you have a killer instinct, though? I mean, you must. I mean, if you looked at Chuck Liddell's last two fights, I mean, he got knocked out with one punch by Rampage and came back tonight and really destroyed Vandalay Silva. So obviously, anything can happen in a fight.
I agree, and I always tell my younger guys, anything can happen. But what sticks out in my mind about this fight is I never had George in a dominant position.
No one better than beating people up than mixed martial artists.
The only real competition for him might just be his Brazilian buddy, Anderson Silva.
I think I can hang with him in the clinch. I think I'm bigger, stronger, a little taller.
I sat down with Serra after he won, and here's what he had to say about my prediction.
It's funny, I always knew you were a jerk.
This is potentially the biggest pay-per-view of all MMA history.
Yep. It's a big one, because we're finally getting the credit we deserve. We're getting the support from the mainstream media that we've deserved for a long time. These athletes are getting the support that they deserve. Sports Illustrated, ESPN, the magazine.
He punished Ramirez with leg kicks and combinations, and it worked, but it was like watching paint dry. That fight definitely cost UFC some fans. All right, lots on tap for 2008. Until next time, I'm Mike Straka. Enjoy the fights.